Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here. In today's Final Fantasy XII episode, we're going to be taking on the Antlion hunt and then collecting the Site 11 key for the Lhusu Mines. Stay tuned. Okay, so today's hunt is going to be the Antlion hunt, which is a bit of an involved hunt actually, so I'm looking forward to getting this one done. So there it is, it's number 25 in the log. It's an elite hunt, which means you have to collect it from Montblanc over at the clan hall in Rabanasta. You can't pick it up from the notice board. And the enemy we're going to be taking on is level 37, but it is going to require a specific strategy, so I'll talk about that a little bit later. The petitioner we want to speak to is Nire, just here. You can see on the map my location, the building that I'm in. We're in Bujerba, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and speak to Nire. And he asks, are we with the clan? Or she asks, sorry, are we with the clan? Yes, we are. So her children have gone into the mines and have not come out. So no surprise where we're going to be heading for this particular hunt then. So the Antlion is the name of the game today. So we'll go ahead and accept it, of course. And we're going to be needing multiple keys to move around the Lhusu Mines. And we get kicked off with the Site 3 key. And so with that in hand, we're going to head towards the mines themselves. And it's just the usual route in order to reach them. So let's speed things up as we start racing towards the actual entrance to the shaft. And you can save if need be. And don't forget, a lot of the treasures will respawn if you want to collect some of those, but I have shown you those in previous episodes, so I'm just going to be making my way over now. And now that we've spoken to the petitioner, let's just have a look at our clan primer and see what the latest map is telling us for this particular hunt. So it's a bit of a mission away from our current location, as can be seen here. In fact, it's right at the far end of the particular dungeon that we're in. So we'll just slaughter through the enemies here, and they won't obviously cause any problems at this particular stage in the game anymore. You might want to have Libra equipped, so I'll just check that we do. Yep, Bangle will give you Libra, because you do get traps around this dungeon. And then we bump into Iolon, I'm assuming you say, that's how you say his name? Or Yerlon, I'm guessing Iolon. And he chortles off here into the distance. So of course we're going to go ahead and follow him at this point. And we're going to head north to begin with. So I believe there might have been other, I'll just grab this treasure, look, it's popped up, hunts that you needed to do before doing this one. But if you've been following along with my walkthrough and you've done everything else, then you'll be at the same position I'm at anyway. So let's just move ahead, because these enemies do like to respawn and we'll be here all day if we don't get on our way here. And we're just going to keep heading north. And we've had a boss encounter in here. Well, not a true boss encounter. We had to run away, didn't we? And here we are at a wrought iron gate. And now for the first time we're going to be able to pass it using the Site 3 key that we have been given, which means there are going to be some treasures we can grab. Before we actually move on from here. So some of these enemies are now going to be a little bit more challenging, since the game obviously expects you to be entering this point later on than in the story. So that's certainly something that should be bore in mind, as they say. And you will still be getting trapped, so just be aware of those. I'm going to just take Ash out of the party for a moment, bring in some of our level 39ers in order to level up. We'll bring Bash and Balthier in. Hopefully we won't need a whole lot of healing, although Varn is a paladin, so he can heal. And one of these chests is a fixed spawn. One of them is a non-fixed spawn, and the others are mimics. A multi-scale, that's your fixed spawn, so once you've looted that it won't respawn. And then you've got your mimics, and that's another mimic there. You can tell by the different shades of colour. So it's up to you if you want to trigger them or not. And carefully go around the trap. There can be a chest around here, and there is. 11 gil, I'm sure the bank's happy to see that. And we're just going to keep moving round. We are going to be heading back in order to head down south, but I do just want to collect these treasures first. Only Balthier now to level, and then everyone's a minimum of 40, which is lovely to see. Another chest. And there's also a couple more fixed spawn chests around here, so I'll show you those. A Tumulus. And a Koga Blade. So make sure you pick those up. And this one is a chest that always spawns, I believe. Well, it doesn't always spawn, but it can respawn, is what I should say. Right, so that's the treasure looted. So now we're going to head back down to the south and start making our way over to the Antlion itself. So just speed around here. Take care of the annoyances. Head down south here. And then head into this section, where if we go down here we can start heading towards the actual area itself. Just make sure you stay nicely healed. And we are going to be coming to a save point shortly. In fact, it's an orange crystal save point, I believe. So we'll be able to make our way back to the Lhusu Mines then at any point in the future when we wish to do so, which is nice. Varn showing us his paladin skills there as a healer. Balthier still slacking on level 39. Around we go. There's no treasures in this particular section, which is why I'm not looking for them. But I'm just trying to make through to the next area as well, because that's where that save crystal is. And it will be nice to trigger that. There we go, look. Right, so the Antlion that we're going to be taking on is very close to our destination here. Just speak to Kate before we move on. And then we're just going to continue on over to the west, through the very next area, and then onto the mark itself, which is just through here. Now we need to prepare a little bit, because it's going to be around some ads, and it can actually cannibalise the ads, increasing its level and power. If it starts to do that, we're pretty much going to fail this mark, as in like we're going to need to run out and start it again. So what we need to do is get rid of those ads quickly, and we can take them out with wind damage, which means I'm going to bring Penelo into the party for a short time and make sure that she's set up, in fact, to destroy them as quickly as possible. I might even bring Fran in as well. So we'll bring her wind damage up to the top. I'm just going to check if Fran can do Aerogar as well. Let me just have a look here. She can't. Okay, that's unfortunate. She can do Aero. So we'll just set her up to help out with the damage as well. And we'll see how we get on here. And then Vance is going to do a touch of healing as well. Just clear out all the enemies. And the boss is somewhere around here. Just slow things down a touch at this point. Actually, before we do that, there is a treasure chest we can grab. That's a one-time spawn, so it would be nice to get. Just here. May as well nab it while we're around the place. An Indigo pendant. If you've got any black belts, by the way, they might be useful to equip in order to protect against disable, which this boss can and does cast. So just something else to be aware of. And there's usually a chest around here. Let me just sort out Varn's Gambit so he's healing a little bit more often. As a matter of fact, he's on 40%. I'm going to change that to 60%. Right, so look who I can see. So start damaging him. Oh no, that's not the Antlion. Oh, I see, that's actually the Killer Mantis. They're the things we need to kill before. And the reason for that is that these are the things that the boss can cannibalise, powering himself up, which is definitely something we need to avoid. Trust me on that. You wouldn't believe the amount of extra power it gives him, and health and all sorts. So make sure you grab that. One time spawn. I'm just going to quickly nab some of the other treasures as well. Ooh. There he is. So, first things first. Let's get Balthea. No, not Balthea. Goodbye to Balthea. Fran. We're going to get Penelo here. Oh, they are. They're casting Aerogar automatically due to their weakness and the way I've set their gambits up. You need to stop the cannibalisation taking place as quickly as possible. Didn't particularly want people to die either. So he did cannibalise at least one of them, which could be problematic. But I think you'll get away with him doing just one. So hopefully we'll be able to take this guy out quite quickly. He's got 107,000 health, but that's before he cannibalises. So he's probably got a fair bit more now. I think he gains 10 levels every time he eats one of those things. Starting at level 37 means he's probably level 47 at this point. So, Varn's doing a good job on the healing here, it's got to be said. I'm proud of him. His Curadars are coming on nicely. And he's down. The boss is defeated. Wonderful. Antlion is no more. This is an important hunt because we get different keys and stuff that we're going to need to access other parts of the mine. So I'm going to show you those before we finish off the episode for today. So apparently the key has dropped down here and into the sea. So that's the Site 11 key. So we get a bit of a hint, but really not much to go on, let's be honest. Somewhere near a shore. It's a good job I know where to show you so that we can do that. But before we do, let's just double check for any other loot that might be around this place. And if you head up there, you'll go into another area. So we will do that in a moment. There's a couple of treasures we can nab. Did we grab the treasures from around here? Oh, didn't mean to get sapped there. Thank you, Varn, for remedying the situation. Oh yeah, okay, so this is where we fought the boss, so we'll grab the treasures. Expose, make sure you get that. It's a technique. And now we're heading to that final area of this site in order to grab lots of treasures. Will you please start running into the traps, you morons? Oh, I'm getting a bit of a chain going here. I do want to bring Balthea back though, due to his slacking levels, which we do need to sort out. Alright, okay. This is why we need the Site 11 key. So there's a couple of items in there we'll want to grab. So for now then, we're going to head back to the save point and just probably cheat and teleport back to the city of Bajurba in order to hand in the quest itself, and then we'll move on to grab the Site 11 key before we finish off today. Okay, first of all, a brief detour back to Bajurba in order to hand in the actual hunt itself before we move on. And then we'll go and grab that extra key. So we'll speak to Nire, or Nire. Get our reward, 4,000 plus gil, which is very nice. Sickle blade and bubble belt. And another hunt ticked off the list, which is also good. Okay, so next up we're going to head back to a teleport stone. Or teleport crystal, rather. And we're going to be teleporting over to the Fon coast. So, I'll see you there. Okay, so having ported now to the Fon crystal at the Fon coast, we're going to start by heading north. And there really is no guidance in the game as to where you'd find this key, apart from the fact that it fell into the sea, which is really not that helpful. And if you just head over to the west after going north for a bit, you'll see this fella sitting down. And just next to him, there's his glittering object with the dialogue small key, or with the name small key. Just simply select that and you get the Site 11 key. And that's all there is to it. So that brings us to the end of this particular hunt. I hope this video has helped you in order to beat it and to get that key. And come back again soon. We're going to continue on with my Final Fantasy XII walkthrough. But thanks for joining me today. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. If you have, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments section. And come back soon and we'll carry on with more of Final Fantasy XII. Until then, folks, take care. Goodbye.